Police say he is responsible for the deaths of his parents, legendary Hollywood director Rob Reiner and producer Michelle Singer Reiner. Pictures show him being arrested as he now faces murder charges and is being held without bail. Criminal defense attorney David Gelman joins me now. David, this is just the worst kind of case imaginable. What do you make of what we know so far?
Number one, it is horrible. You know, you got to feel for the family. Now, what we know so far is this was a gruesome murder of his two parents. Now, he's accused of it right now, so he hasn't been convicted of anything. But if we're reading correctly, what happened is definitely a result of potentially of drugs and a mental health issue that Nick has, and it's had it for a long time, it sounds like.
Well, according to TMZ, Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle and their son Nick attended Conan O'Brien's Christmas party on Saturday night. At that party, Rob and Nick got into a, quote, very loud argument, loud enough for many others to hear. Reiner family sources tell TMZ. We're told Rob and Michelle then left the party. And also, David, according to People, Nick was freaking everyone out, acting crazy, kept asking people if they were famous at this Conan O'Brien party. He is currently now on suicide watch. Does he have an insanity defense?
That's a great question, Carly, and the answer is maybe, yes. Look, number one, you're always going to be on suicide watch when you are charged with these types of charges. That's par for the course. However, an insanity defense, you're going to have to get a mental evaluation, and you're going to have experts to really come in and test Nick. I think that's definitely going to be a possibility. His defense team, whoever they are going to be, are going to definitely be looking at this and saying, look, this is not normal for an individual, obviously. So they're going to have to get this, and insanity defense at the end of the day is probably a good outcome for this situation.
Unless he did in fact do it and pleads guilty outright. What are the chances of that?
Next to nothing.
Okay.
There's no way that's going to happen, even with an insanity defense.
What's going to happen at court today?
So court today, it's an arraignment. So what they're going to do is they're going to give him the charges. They're going to tell him exactly what he's charged with. They may talk about bail, but right now he's being held without bail. I don't see that changing whatsoever. So that's going to be the outcome today. They may start talking a little bit about motions and whatnot, but nothing really big today.
You know, I was wondering about bail because originally he was being held on $4 million bail, and then it went to no bail whatsoever. Is that change common, and why do you think that occurred?
Well, originally they have to give some type of bail.
Okay.
That's the only reason it was for. Exactly.
Got it.
Now, after the charges came out a little bit, then they said nope. No bail at all.
Okay, so here's the wording. Nick Reiner is responsible for the deaths of his parents. That is a statement from the LAPD. You don't get much more unequivocal than that.